Tonight, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Tonight, we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
And off we go from Denver. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
All right, I know it's something that every team says every season, but they genuinely believe that this is their year, and having him at quarterback is a big part of that. They think he's poised for a huge season and can really be the type of player that brings out the best of each weapon that they have on this offense. Behind that type of performance, their goals are high. They envision a lot of wins and finishing among the league's best on their side of the ball.
Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On first down, Shields looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. A give up the middle to Lindsey. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Another run by Lindsey. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Shields.
That one thrown away from the pocket. And the officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. And they'll be led out by their 9th-year quarterback.
This week, such an important one for his entire offense, but for him especially. He wants to start this new season off strong. He's got big plans for this year, wants it to be one where he finishes among the league's best while leading his team to the postseason. A strong opening week is a great start to that and can create momentum that carries over not just to next week, but the next few weeks as well. A rising tide raises all ships, and if he can start this season off strong, his offense will benefit.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Williams, running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Back to throw. Turner. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Off the play fake. Turner. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shields.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Shields. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing on 1st down. Shields. And it's caught. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. On the counter, Lindsey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for. The ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Shields. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 6 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Turner flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
The Broncos send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. So out come the Raiders. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Shields, screen pass to Lindsey. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Shields. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
The try here for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
they'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now this throw caught left side, and he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
To the 43, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
$17-0 our score after one. Face a second and long following the holding penalty. Now a handoff up the middle. Aldridge. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
He finds his man, complete. That's Sharp. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Las Vegas's offense back out there ready to go.
They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they'd pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Shields. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. To throw on 2nd down. Shields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Shields. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're
You
down.
don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. Thank you.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Shields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Shields. That's complete right around the 8.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Back to throw. Shields. The loop, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
Your partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll go with Lindsey up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun. Shields. He's got it. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half.
And I guess that's where you turn on 4th and goal to your muscle back there. Hand him the football. He does the dirty work.
I think you're asking a lot of your defense there, right? Having to make the stand, have to prepare for just about any type of play to be called, and then here comes the power right at you. On that play, the big man got into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd down, Williams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams.
He'll get this up to about the 44. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Turner. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sharp. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Off play action. Turner. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Shields. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Shields.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Shields. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Shields.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 1st down, Shields. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
from the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A great effort there. 71 yards. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 24. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing on first down. Shields dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. The Oilers with a strong performance as they get the win at home in the opener. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Bronco offense ready to begin this third quarter of play. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive
on that play sheet for any of those coordinators. They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there. Look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Up the middle, it's Williams. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Pass complete to Judy on the out route. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
To throw is Turner. Looking to throw on 2nd down.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Turner. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 3 yards out.
And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Now, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Shields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line.
And he's got it to about the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Shields
Finding Miller once more, complete.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Shields firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders' first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st and 10, Shields. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And hauled in by the tight end Miller.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going with Lindsey. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Williams. Dances by him, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. 7 yards there and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Turner throwing on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They give it to Williams, running right.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a throw here, hauled in. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, They still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Now Turner to throw on third down, and that will be incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Shields forced out to his left. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. To throw again. Shields rolling to his left. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
He's going to keep this again. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And this is one of the dangers of letting your quarterback run the football. Now look, he goes through ball security drills just like a running back does. But most of the time the quarterback swings the ball away from his body. And in traffic, sometimes they forget to protect it.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Turner. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Turner now on 1st and 10. And the Raiders have got him. Kayvon Thibodeau now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping and the pressure gets to him again. Kayvon Thibodeau in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. He'll look to set up his blockers. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 25-yard line.
87 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Shields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. Shields.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
From the gun on 3rd down. Shields. Open man is Miller. He's got it.
And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'd love to sit down at some point in our offseason and talk to these defensive coordinators in the red zone. Tight end is obviously a big threat, yet these guys continue to make plays. Is there any other way to stop them?
Apparently not. In the red zone, like you said, that's your guy that got it to him.
Supreme confidence in going to a playmaker.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Raiders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Charles, a well drawn up play, beautifully executed, and look at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 2nd half. They are on their way to a 1-0 start to this season.
Exactly what every team in the league dreams of, winning your season opener, getting off to that good start, and building confidence for the rest of the season.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Denver's offense now set to go. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
And here's Turner throwing to start the drive.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Turner. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Aldridge. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. To throw is Turner on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Here we go with Williams. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Turner on 1st down. Flushed out right. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now Turner to throw on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4.
He'll get that one to Carter, complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. A good pick up there on 20 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On first down, Turner. This will be caught inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
On first down, Aldridge, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
They'll try and throw for it. Being shaped. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's got some space here.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Another run by Lindsey, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll run on first down. Peoples, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the draw. Lindsey. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 13-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Shields. Miller on the catch over the middle.
And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. One more time with Lindsey. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Turner now. Throwing to start the drive. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Turner. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. He finds his man complete. That's Carter. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Turner. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Young. And he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Las Vegas, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.